Hello and namaste people. This video we're going to discuss about mobile phone photography when you're on a holiday. Alright, let's look into it. This is exciting. I totally love mobile phone photography. I mean, I'm not the kind of guy who only says take a DSLR on your holiday. No, I hate that. I mean, you can't lug around that 3-4 kg thing around and actually have a nice holiday. It's a pain. Here are some tips if you want to use a mobile phone and get the most out of it. First tip, clean the lens. Either it's the selfie lens or the rear lens, clean it, keep it nice and clean. You wouldn't want those kind of smudged, cloudy pictures. Second tip I would give is shoot in the highest resolution that you have, whether it's photography or videos, shoot in the highest resolution that you have on your phone. You can always crop them out, you can edit them. Third tip, most important, do not use digital zoom. It just kills the image. Fourth tip is you need to understand the angle of view that you're getting from a mobile phone. It is not a 35mm or a 55mm or something like that. All the front and rear facing lenses and the cameras that come on mobile phones are all wide angle. Okay, so it's typically 24 to 28, sometimes 22mm. They're pretty wide. It actually covers pretty much like 85 to 90 degrees of angle of view. It's a fixed wide angle lens, so you really can't zoom and things like that, right? When you're on a holiday, the most important thing that you want to document is yourself, right? You want to show off what you're wearing, you want to show where you are and things like that. So whenever you want to take a picture of that, or you want your partner to take a photo of you, make sure that you are not like this tiny in the frame, right? Like there's like this beautiful scenery and people have to really search where you are. Make sure that you fill up at least 1/4 of this frame when you're looking at the screen. Make sure that the subject fills up at least 1/4. And all these rule of thirds and all the other composition skills really hold good here. When you shoot from the waist or a little lower, you're going to get distorted images of the subject. Especially if there are people, you wouldn't want to shoot from a low angle unless you want to be very creative, like you're in front of Leaning Tower of Pisa or Qutub Minar or something like that. But what I would always suggest is if you want to take a picture or selfie or anything, always shoot at this angle. It makes your lower half look thinner and also gives a nice proportion to your face. Light is very important. Always choose good, nicely lit, not like direct sunlight. No, it could be indirect, like coming through a window, or you're just inside a shaded place and the light is coming from, outside. Once you understand what a mobile camera can do, it's just like another point and shoot with a very tiny sensor. It's like really, really small. So it's not even as big as a point and shoot sensor. It's really tiny. So having said that, tiny sensors are really good at something: macro photography and wide angle photography. So those are the two specialities of tiny sensors. They do amazing in shooting wide angle shots where you really don't need to pick out details. And another thing is macro shots. They do a fabulous job if you need to take like close-ups. Another useful thing with a mobile phone is panorama shot. So one tip when it comes to panorama shots, and if you want to actually use it on Facebook or Instagram, or you want to share it on WhatsApp, you must have noticed people when they share panorama shots, they're like one small strip of a photo and then you're like trying to figure out what is it, right? So what I would suggest when you're taking panorama shots is always let it be double the resolution of your screen. So what I would suggest is when you do a pan, in degrees it's typically 120 degrees to 90 degrees. Don't go overboard and shoot a 180 degree and 270 degree and things like that. It'll be a small ribbon of a picture. I don't think you can really use it anywhere. If you want to take portraits, especially with a mobile phone, make sure that there's no disturbances in the background when the subject is standing. And light is most important, direction of light. If it's coming from the front or from the side, it's very good. Backlit is not good for pictures unless you want to take a silhouette. When you're shooting video on phones, remember that some of the phones don't have image stabilization. Even if they do have image stabilization, it could be digital image stabilization, which really doesn't help. You can't watch it, especially if if you're watching it on a small screen and you project it to a bigger screen like a TV, you can't see it. You'll probably get a vertigo and fall. Two block shots, just stand in one place, shoot. Don't try to pan and all that. In my view, I don't think there is any phone which has the best camera or things like that. They're all having the same technology, which is one small tiny sensor with a lens. It's just the algorithms that run in the background to fix the image. So whether it's an iPhone or Samsung or any phone, OnePlus or whatever, I really like the Zenfone 3. I think we're good. I think we touched almost all the topics with respect to mobile phone photography. In case I've forgotten something, you can always let me know. We can always discuss about it on the comments page. Thank you for watching. Cheers. See you again.